So very good afternoon everyone. So we were discussing something like coding, decoding, number series. Let us proceed further. As I said you that we'll discuss spatial aptitude. No doubt we'll discuss spatial aptitude, but before that there is one topic one of the student asked me. So I'll say that topic, then we'll enter into spatial aptitude. The topic that is interest. So interest, my dear friend, no doubt this is actually the topic of maths, because compulsory we can use only formulas. But there was some logical approach. That is the reason this topic was brought into aptitude. What is that logical approach? We'll understand that. First of all, what is interest? Vaddi. Yes, vaddi. In Telugu we call it as vaddi. In Hindi we call it as प्याज 12 रुपए किलो प्याज. It is ब्याज, or even they call it as sood, not sonu sood. I mean to say interest in the sense whenever you take loan from money lender or from the bank, and when you go to repay that back, with that money you have to pay something extra, something excessive. That extra excessive whatever you are paying, that is called as interest. Are you getting me? Whatever money you have taken as a loan, that is called as principal. And with the principal interest, this total money what you are returning to the bank, the money what you have taken and extra money, total money what you are returning to the bank, that is called as amount. Now my dear friend, why interest? Like for example, she is in the need of 100 rupees. So I gave her 100 rupees. After 1 month, she should return me back 100 rupees. Why interest? She is asking me why interest? Extra money, why? You paid me 100, take your 100. So why interest? What I should explain? Why interest? First of all, let me tell you, according to Islam, interest is haram. In Islam, interest, according to Quran, it is haram. So anyhow, not based on religion. Normally interest, why interest? She is asking me why extra money. What shall I say? For giving? So in need. అంటే ఎవరైనా నీడ్లో ఉంటే అక్కడ ప్రాఫిట్ చూసుకోవాలి, అంతేనా? ఓకే, ఫ్లక్చుయేషన్ ఇన్ ద మార్కెట్. Okay, so money value may increase after 1 month, and your Modi Sahab is saying अच्छे दिन आ रहे हैं, and really the अच्छे दिन came, good days came, and money value decreased. So she will not return me 100 rupees, she will return me 95 rupees only. Sir, approved dollar rate to adi nadustundi, ippudu takva nadustundi kada 95. No, whatever may be the situation, she will pay me more than 100. Why then? Money value may increase or decrease, anything can happen. But whatever happens in the market, international market, always she will pay me more. Why more? Come on, tell me why more? Why interest? She will take more time. After 1 month she... Better na? My money is saved. She was saying that, sir, మీ దగ్గర ఉంటే మీ మోకం చూసి నాకు అర్థమవుతుంది, ఆ 100 రూపాయలు కూడా ఏదో ఒక క్లాస్లో పోయి ఉంటుంది, నా దగ్గర అయితే మిగిలింది కదా. I should return her some extra money. Very good, very good, very near to the answer. Very good. Loss. Is it? She is not doing any business with my 100 rupees. Very good. So I must have done the business and I must have got the profit. 100 rupees business. Okay. Let's say I must have invested in share market, and because of this corona time, share market goes down. So she will not return me 100. Sir, మీరు షేర్లోనే ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తారు కదా, అక్కడ చూడండి తగ్గింది అంటే 100 కూడా కాదు, 50 రూపీస్. Very good, very near, not the exact answer. Okay, we'll understand why interest. Yes, sir. We'll understand why interest. Consider your house or else your vehicle. When you give to some other person for some period, you take rent from them. Am I right? You take rent from them because it is your house, your vehicle, but for that period you are not enjoying it, someone else is enjoying. For that period, my 100 rupees she is enjoying, that 100 rupees she is enjoying. So for 1 month she is enjoying, so she has to pay me the rent. So 100 rupees, that rent itself is the interest. Are you getting me? That rent itself is the interest. Now she agreed that okay sir, I'll give you 10% interest, that is at the end of 1 month I'll give you 110 rupees, 100 rupees principal, 10 rupees interest, 110 rupees is the amount. So I was waiting at the end of 10 month, sorry, after 1 month I was waiting, and she did not give me the money. I gave her a call, she did not lifted my call. It is a natural thing, she won't lift my call. So I was going on calling, she is not lifting my call. I took new Geo number. Okay, with that I called, she lifted the call. Very first question, what happened, why you are not lifting my call? She said that sir, I know you are calling for 100 rupees and I don't have 100 rupees at present. Then I said, then what? She said, sir, do one thing, wait for 1 more month. Anyhow, my FD I'll break it, and in that fixed deposit I'll get a lot of money. From that I'll give you 100 rupees and 2 month interest, that is 10 rupees, 20 rupees. I agreed. At the end of 2nd month she paid me 120 rupees. 100 rupees was the principal and 10 rupees 2 month interest. Okay. These all things she listened, and she said me that she has cheated you. Cheated me? I asked how? She said, no sir, next time whenever she asks money, you just say me, inform me. She asked me 100 rupees, I informed her. She said, give it. I did not understand. I gave her 100 rupees. After 1 month again I was calling, she is not lifting the call. Then again I took one more Geo new number. I called from that, she lifted the call. I asked what happened now. She said, sir, you know very well, last time also you waited for 2 months. This time also you wait for 1 more month. Then she said me, sir, say to her that you require 100 rupees. Keep that 100 rupees with you. But 1 month interest is how much? 10 rupees. At least 10 rupees you return it. Keep that 100 with you. So she agreed. 10 rupees interest she gave at the end of 1 month. 100 rupees was with her only. That 10 rupees which she gave as the interest, that 10 rupees I gave to third person at 10% rate of interest. So at the end of 1 month, I mean to say overall 2 months, how much that person will return me? 11 rupees. And how much she will return me? 110 rupees, because already she has given me 10 rupees. So in the second transaction, I got 121 rupees. In the first transaction, I was getting 120 rupees. First transaction was simple interest. Second transaction is the compound interest. Is it clear? Now, simple interest, compound interest, few things we have to understand. How by seeing the question we'll understand whether it is simple interest question or compound interest question. Because they won't give the heading, compound interest, 5 questions, simple interest, 3 questions. They won't give the heading. How to understand? Consider in the whole question, nowhere compound word is used. By default, it is simple interest question. But if somewhere compound word is used, compounded annually on the compound interest, then it is a compound interest question. If nowhere compound word is used, by default it is simple interest question. Is it clear? Few more things. See, simple interest, it is only in the books. Only in the books. All over world, everywhere compound interest runs. Everywhere compound interest. Any bank you go, compound interest. Any money lender, compound interest. Everywhere compound interest runs. Simple interest are only there in the books. Even our population increases with compound interest, not with simple interest. That is the reason, my dear friend, you must have seen in percentage, I taught you everything of multiplication, nothing of addition. Multiplying all those. Are you getting me? Is it clear? Few more things. Simple interest period can be broken in the middle. We can break the period. Like if 100 rupees she is taking on simple interest for 1 month, I can break the period. I can take my money back in 15 days only. 100 rupees principal, 5 rupees interest. I can take my money back in 10 days also. 100 rupees principal, 3 rupees 33 paisa interest. I can take my money back in 1 day also. Simple interest period we can break any time we can break the period. But compound interest, because interest is more, we have to wait up till the end of the period for the interest. Are you getting me? I mean to say, consider you liked one car. The cost of car is somewhere around 18 lakhs rupees. 18 lakhs car you have seen in the showroom and you want to purchase that. So it was a very nice car. So you wanted now cash, 18 lakhs cash. I have seen that in your notebooks also you will keep some currency inside the pages, in between the pages. So somewhere around 15 lakhs cash came out from the books. I know, you'll keep in the books. So somewhere around 15 lakhs cash came out from your notebooks. Still you require 3 lakhs because car cost is 18 lakhs. So what you will do, you will take 3 lakhs loan from the bank. When you will take 3 lakhs loan from the bank will decide your EMI, equated monthly installment. So bank decided your EMI as 10,000 rupees. Every month you have to pay 10,000 for 3 years. 3 years means how many months? 36 months. Every month you are paying 10,000 means how much you are paying to the bank? 3,60,000. You are taking 3 lakhs loan from the bank. What is this 60,000 then? That is interest. Are you getting me? So very good. You 3 lakhs loan from the bank and 15 lakhs cash from your notebook. 18 lakhs car you purchased. You are enjoying that car. First month you went to bank, you paid your 10,000 rupees EMI. Second month you went to bank, you paid your 10,000 EMI. Third month also you went to bank with 10,000 cash to pay your EMI. You are standing in the queue to give your EMI. All of a sudden in the queue itself your phone rang. You got the call from Mumbai. Amitabh Bachchan called you. Kaun banega crorepati? Or else in Telugu, Milo evaru kotishwarlu. So Nagarjuna, no? Now NTR, junior NTR. Okay. So he called you. And he said that for everyone there are so many rounds, fastest finger first, this, that. For you, no such round. Directly you can come and sit on the hot seat. You also thought it's a good chance. Winter season running, let us go and sit in the hot seat. So leave all this, we'll see this later on. You went directly there and you went and sat on the hot seat. And for everyone, they were giving you somewhere around 13 to 15 questions to become crorepati, Milo Kotishwarlu for that. But for you only one question. And one question, and that too also jackpot, bumper offer. One question, 5 crores. And the question that person asked you was, in a kilometer race, A defeats B by 100 meters, B defeats C by 50 meters, then A defeats C by how many meters? You said 150. Me 5 crores potadi atla. So you said 145 meters. Am I right? Yesterday you have seen. Sir, you haven't attended yesterday class. Attend chesara? Mari atla chusna 150, 145 ela indi. 145 kada? So you said 145 is the answer. A defeated C by 145 meters. 5 crores in your hand. With this 5 crore, you will come back to Vizag. What do you think? Whatever loan credit I have, let us clear that, and remaining money I will enjoy. So you will go to the bank. Bank people, you will say, see, total I have to pay you 3,60,000, in which already 2 months I paid you 10,000 means 20,000. Remaining how much? 3,40,000. Take this 3,40,000, close my account. Bank people will say, you no. They will say you this 3,40,000 which you are giving today, just keep in your saving account. Every month with ECS clearance will take out 10,000 rupees, but your total clearance you will get after 3 years only. Why? Because bank is charging from you compound interest. They cannot break the period. Are you getting me? No doubt, if you offer 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, then in India we make the rule. Then we make the rule. Okay. So no doubt in few banks RBI has given the permission in order to develop the Indian economy. Few government bank like SBI, ING Vyasa Bank, you will find their advertisement will come. You can repay your loan back without any excessive charges. Few bank, RBI has given the permission to develop the Indian economy. Are you getting me? Actually, compound interest, period cannot be broken. Simple interest, any moment you can break the period. Is it clear? Now, simple interest, compound interest, first we'll see based on formula, then we'll enter into the what is logical approach. Simple interest, compound interest. Simple interest, what is the interest formula? Very good. TRP by 100. New word has come, TRP. TRP by 100, PTR by 100 or RTP by 100, whatever it may be. Okay, P is the principal, R is the rate of interest and T is the time. By 100 because rate of interest is given in percentage. Okay. Now if you want amount formula. So what you have to do, you have to add principal both the sides. You have to add principal both the side. Left hand side if you add principal, interest plus principal will become amount. And right hand side when you add principal, it will be how much? P into 1 plus TR by 100. Whatever plus P was there, that P also I have taken common. Is it clear? Now moving to the compound interest. Compound interest, what is the interest formula? That is more important. Compound interest, what is the interest formula? P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of N. My dear friend, this is not interest formula, this is the amount formula. This is amount formula. If you want interest formula, you have to subtract principal both the side. So left hand side amount minus principal, it will become interest. And right hand side if you do minus P, it will be P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of N minus 1. Up till here P is common. That minus P also I have taken common. Is it clear? So complete, writing formula. These things it will be available in the various websites. This is not important. Anyhow you write, you have paid your total fees. So what they will do, they will give you 2-3 entities, they will ask you the fourth entity. Just you can place that values in the formula, you can get the fourth entity, no doubt, because it is completely based on formula. And one more important thing, here the time I am mentioning as T and here I am mentioning N. What is N? N means? So T only. It should be T only. N means? N means number of times interest is added. N means number of times interest is added. Like for example, time they have given 3 years. Okay. And they are saying compounded annually. Ante samvatsaramlo okasari. Ante 3 samvatsaramlo 3 సార్లు. So N value will remain as 3. Compounded annually means N value will remain as 3. But they said compounded half yearly. Ante every 6 months lo interest add avutundi. So 3 years lo enni సార్లు add avutadi? 6 times. So N value will become 6. If they give compounded quarterly, quarterly ante every 3 months lo interest add avutadi. Ante samvatsaramlo enni సార్లు? 4 సార్లు. Ante 3 సంవత్సరంలో 12, 12 సార్లు. Yes. So N value will become 12. N means number of times interest is added. Is it clear? That is the reason instead of T there I wrote N. Is it clear? With these are the basic formula. With this more further formulas also you can derive. With this more further formulas also you can derive. I mean to say simple interest and compound interest. For the first period it is same. Like she is taking 100 rupees from me on simple interest 1 month. 1 month ending she has to pay 110 rupees on simple interest. On compound interest also 110 rupees. Okay, but from second period onwards, anyhow compound interest will be more than the simple interest. So consider you want the difference between the two period of compound interest and simple interest. You want the difference. Compound interest minus simple interest, you want the difference. for 2 period, or else you can even call it as 2 years difference. Okay. So compound interest, what is the amount formula? P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n. And n value we are taking as 2 years. Okay. Minus, what is simple interest formula? P into 1 plus 2R by 100, because time value we are taking 2 years. P if you take common, what is left over here? A plus B whole square, which is A square, 1 square 1, plus B square means R by 100 square, plus 2AB means plus 2R by 100, minus, this P is common anyhow, before bracket minus means inside sign will change, minus 1 minus 2R by 100, am I right? Plus 1 minus 1 cancel, plus 2R by 100 minus 2R by 100 cancel. So what is left over? P into R by 100 square. This is the formula for difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years. With this formula, more further formulas you can derive. Done? So let's see first some question based on this formula, then we'll enter into the logic. What is the logical approach, why it was brought into aptitude. So write on the question, an investment triples itself, in 10 years. An investment triples itself in 10 years. Then in how many years? It would be 9 times itself. Then in how many years? It would be 9 times itself. So 3 times itself అవడానికి 10 years time పడుతుంది, 9 times itself అవడానికి ఎన్ని years time పడుతుంది. First of all, you have to understand, is it a simple interest question or compound interest? Simple interest, because nowhere compound word is used. So in simple interest లో 3 times అవడానికి 10 years time పడుతుంది. So 9 times అవడానికి ఎంత time పడుతుంది simple interest లో? How many years? Simple question, simple interest. Three times in 10 years, 9 times in how many years? Yes? 30 years. Simple interest is not that simple. 3 3s are 9, 10 3s are 30. Simple interest is not that simple. Anyhow, let us understand. Based on formula, we'll see. See, in simple interest, what is the formula for amount I gave? Amount is equal to P into 1 plus TR by 100. This is the formula I gave. And they are saying in the place of amount, it is becoming 3 times principal, 3 times the investment. So 3P is equal to P into 1 plus, in how many years it is becoming 3 times principal? 10 years. So 10R by 100. Just placing the values in the formula. P and P get cancelled. Now 3 minus 1, how much it will become? 2 is equal to, and this side 10 ones are 10 tens are. So is equal to R by 10. So what is rate of interest? 20%. With the same rate of interest, now you have to make it 9 times the principal. Again placing the values in the formula. In the place of amount, we'll write 9P is equal to P into 1 plus TR by 100. Time value we don't know. This is what we have to find. Rate of interest we came to know it is 20%. So 20 T into 20 by 100. If I am not wrong, P and P get cancelled. 9 minus 1, that is 8 is equal to 20 ones are 25s are. So it will come T by 5. So what is time? 8 5s are 40 years. 40 years low, it will become 9 tenths itself. P cancel అయింది, ప్లస్ 1 ఉందా, ఈ సైడ్ వస్తే 9 minus 1 8. But my dear friend, I said that it was brought into aptitude because there was some logical approach. I'll tell you that logical approach, and whatever logical approach I am going to say you, this you will get. The same thing it will be given to you if you are going for training. If you got the job in bank PO, bank clerk, you have cleared. So they will give you some 4 to 6 months training, and in that training they will give you the same logic. Because my dear friend, bank employees don't have that much time to use the formula. Because clients will be like that. Customer will come with 10 lakh rupees cash, and they will ask the bank people, this 10 lakh I'll keep in your bank for 10 years. In 10 years, how much you will make? Immediately, that employee has to say the answer. Then that customer says, wait. In 7 years, actually, my daughter I have to send abroad for higher studies. So in 7 years, how much you will make? Immediately, they have to say the answer. Then they say, wait. In 3 years, my son's marriage is there. So in 3 years, how much you will make? Immediately, they have to say the answer. They don't have that much time to use formula. Client won't give that much time to use formula. So they will be using some logical approach. So let us understand that logical approach without formula. What is that logical approach? My dear friend, in simple interest, principal remain constant. With the time, interest keeps on increasing. Like for example, if she is taking 100 rupees, now she is getting angry. Sir, మీ 100 రూపాయలు మీరు తీసుకోండి, నా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎందుకు మీరు ఇచ్చేయండి, నేను ఇక్కడ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుంటా తర్వాత అక్కడ. Anyhow, she is taking 100 rupees on simple interest. 1 month interest is 10 rupees. 2 months 20, 3 months 30, 4 months 40. As the time is increasing, interest is increasing. But in principle, there is no change. 100 rupees is like that only. Are you getting me? Same thing you understand here. Here in this question, they are saying 3 times principal. This much amount, it is coming in how many years? 10 years. So 3P is the total amount. In this, 1P is the original investment. So remove 1P. How much interest will be there in this? 2P interest. So we can say 2P interest we are getting in 10 years. Instead of saying 3P amount it became in 10 years, I can say 2P interest I am getting in 10 years. Yes. Now they are saying amount should become how much? 9P is the total amount. In this interest is how much? 8P. So we have to see changes only in the interest. Into how much will multiply to make it 8? Into 4. So this side also into 4. So 10 4s are 40 years. In 40 years we'll get 8P interest, means 9P amount. Without finding rate of interest. Keeping 1P as constant and the remaining money, the interest, seeing the changes. Is it clear? Yes, no? Is it clear to all? ఏమో సార్ ఏదో చేశారు మీరు, నాకు తెలియదు సార్. Clear? So write down one question. an investment sir, doubt unda, clear ah? Okay. An investment quadruples itself ఏం సార్ కొత్త కొత్త వర్డ్ వాడతారు, హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి తీసుకొని వచ్చిన quadruples itself means 4 times itself, 4 times. An investment quadruples itself, స్పెల్లింగ్ తెలీదా quadruple, సింపుల్ అది తెలుసు కదా స్పెల్లింగ్. An investment quadruples itself in 15 years, 15. An investment quadruples itself in 15 years. Then in how many years? It would be 10 times itself. Then in how many years? It would be 10 times itself. Ten times itself, how many years? 45 years. Because very simple, amount is becoming 4 times principal, 4p in how many years? 15 years. So 4p is the total amount. If you remove 1p, interest is how much? 3p. So I can say 3p interest we are getting in 15 years. Okay. Now they want that amount should become 10p. So 10p is the total amount. In this interest is how much? 9p. So 3p interest in 15 years, 9p interest in how many years? So in 3, we will multiply 3 to get 9. So here also into 3. So 15 3s are 45 years. In 45 years, we will get 9p interest or 10p amount. That's it. I am not saying formula is wrong. Formula is also correct, but you can do little bit faster using the logical approach without finding rate of interest. That is the reason this topic was brought into aptitude. Is it clear? Yes. And one more important thing, my dear friend, I said you simple interest period can be broken. It means instead of 10p, they can ask you 11p also. They can ask you 11p, anything they can ask. Consider they are asking you 11p, then what will do? 11p in how many years? So amount it should become 11p. So interest is how much? 10p. So 3 lo enta multiply cheste 10 ostadi. 10 by 3 multiply cheste 10 ostadi. So this side also 10 by 3. అంటే ఎంత వస్తుంది? 50 years. 50 yearsలో మీకు 10p ఇంట్రెస్ట్ వస్తుంది, లేకపోతే 11p అమౌంట్ వస్తుంది. Because it is simple interest. Period can be broken any time you can break the period. Is it clear? Yes. So for compound interest, write down one question. Compound interest is not the same logic. I'll tell you the logic. Write down the question. An investment doubles itself. An investment doubles itself in 6 years on compound interest. An investment doubles itself in 6 years on compound interest. Then in how many years? It would be 16 times itself. Then in how many years? It would be 16 times itself. So compound interest లో డబల్ అవడానికి 2p అవడానికి 6 years టైం పడుతుంది, 16 times అవడానికి ఎన్ని years టైం పడుతుంది. So I am telling you the logic, let us understand. See, I am having some amount, some principal that I am keeping in the bank for 6 years. So whatever p I will keep in the bank for 6 years, bank will make p as 2p in for 6 years. Am I right? 6 years lo double chestadi, p becomes 2p. Am I right? Now consider this 2p I keep in the bank for one more 6 years period. What the bank will do? Bank will do double of this. Double of this means 4p. In one more 6 years means 12 years. Consider I keep 4p in the bank for one more 6 years period. Bank will do double for this. Double of this is 8p in 1 more 6 years, 18 years. And consider this 8p I keep in the bank for 1 more 6 years period. Bank will do double of this, that is 16p in 1 more 6 years, that is 24 years. Just observe what is happening here. 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4. Into 1, into 2, into 3, into 4. As much powers we are keeping in the amount side, same multiplication in the period side. Now why it is happening like this? I can tell you the reason. See, in compound interest, what is the amount formula? Amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of N. This is the formula. Amount is becoming 2P is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of N. N means how many years? 6 years. Okay. Now P and P get cancelled. Again, if you want, you can multiply both side P. But this 2, you have to make it 16. So into how much power you will keep to make it 16? Power 4. If left hand side you are doing power 4, right hand side also you have to do power 4. So left hand side 2 power 4, it will become 16. But right hand side what will happen? Power to the power, the powers will be multiplied. That is the reason in the period side multiplication is going on and this side powers are going on. Don't do reverse. Means this side keeping power, this side the multiplication, don't do reverse. You know the reason why it is happening. Is it clear? Yes, no? As much power, that much multiplication that side. Means no need to do all these things. Very simple it is that they are asking 2p, they are saying in 6 years, they are asking 16p. How much power will keep? Power 4. So this side into 4. 6 4s are 24 years, will get 16p amount. Done? So write down one question. An investment triples itself. An investment triples itself in 11 years. An investment triples itself in 11 years. Then in how many years? Then in how many years it would be 27 times itself? Then in how many years it would be 27 times itself? How many years it would be 27 times itself? How many years? Yes? 30? 33 years. Who gave you the call and said that this is simple interest question or compound interest question? My dear friend, nowhere compound word is used. By default it is simple interest question. Don't do in flow. Check it out with the question. It is simple interest question. 143 years is the correct answer. 143 years is the correct answer. My dear friend, if I can confuse you this much, you can understand how much IITians will confuse you. In option, they will give you 33 years. They know very well what mistake you will be doing. Don't do in flow, check out with the question. Because nowhere compound word is used. By default, it is simple interest question. So, simple interest question means amount we are getting how much? 3p in how many years? 11 years. So, 3p is the amount. What is the interest part? 2p. So, 2p interest we are getting in 11 years. Now, they want amount should become 27p. In this interest is how much? 26p. So, in 3 how much? Sorry. In 2 how much will multiply to make 26? Into 13. So, this side also into 13. So, 11 into 13 means 143 years will get 26p interest or else 27p amount. Because nowhere compound word is used. If compound word is used, then you can say that 3p amount we are getting in 11 years. They are asking us 27p amount. Okay, so in 3 how much power we can keep to make it 27? Power 3. So this side into 3. So 11 3s are 33 years. If compound word is used, but I am not using compound word, so this is not the answer, this is the answer. My dear friend, read the question carefully. Again and again I am warning you. Because I have seen the GATE aspirant coming out from the examination hall and then breaking their head. That simple question, I understood something else, I wrote something else. So my dear friend, that mistake, silly mistakes you should not do. Is it clear? Read the question carefully. So shall I give one question again? Yes? Okay, I have one question on the screen. Just to show you how it is different maths and aptitude. Simple interest, compound interest. నా జీతం కట్ చేసేస్తారు వాళ్ళు అమ్మో అంటే గ్లాస్ ఉంటే క్వశ్చన్ బయటికి రాదు కదా After 20 years, how much it will become? $1,92,000. Very simple it is. Forget about that sum, what was the principal. They are saying double it is becoming in 5 years. So P becomes 2P in how many years? 5 years. That is on compound interest. Okay. Now they want in 20 years. Means time they are giving. So in 5 how much you will multiply to make it 20? Into 4. So this side what you have to go for? Power 4. So 2 power 4 how much it is? 16P. So 16 times the principal it will become. And principal is given as 12,000. So how much it will become? 1,92,000, if I am not wrong. Clear? Everyone? Now my dear friend, do you want to see that in mathematics by using formula, how the Google sorted this out? This is the explanation for this. After this much explanation and formulas also, they reached only up till 1,91,000 change. But correct answer is 1,92,000. See why they are getting approx answer, because they are using some logarithm and again they are writing up till 2 decimal this that. So there the problem is coming. Are you getting me? Approximate if they write, answer will come approx. Exact if you write, answer will come exact. So I am not saying that formula is wrong. Formula is also correct, but this was the logic. That is the reason this topic was brought into aptitude. Clear to all? Yes? Okay. So my dear friend, moving further. So answer for this is 1,92,000 exactly. Not 1,91,671 rupees for 47 paise. Nothing like that. Okay. So my dear friends, many of you must be thinking, sir, what is this spatial? What is this spatial aptitude? Each and every engineer, you dream something in the daylight, even at night. Like what you dream, sir? Huh? Dream. Drink kaadu, dream. Drink he is thinking. Drink ante daytime vere, night time vere, sir. Dream I am talking about. See, consider here civil engineer, how many are there? Civil engineers? Very good, very good. So civil engineers, mechanical? Good, good. Electronics, electrical? Good, good. So my dear friend, whether you are civil engineering, say civil engineering student, before constructing a building, before designing a structure, before writing anything on pen, paper or drawing anything, they'll be having some image in their brain. Okay, that building will look somewhat like this, the two pillars in the front and everything. So that creating that image, that itself is called as spatial aptitude. Even mechanical engineer, before designing the machine, you know that how that machine will look like from outside. Okay, turbo will be visible this side and this will be this much size. So that imagination itself is spatial. Even electronics, electrical engineer, they are good at spatial. They are excellent. Never they have seen electrons, protons, but they draw also, this is electron, this is proton. They are even good at that spatial part. Sir, electron is coming, now this side proton is going, going, very good, going. So anyhow, so that imagination itself is spatial aptitude. This spatial aptitude they have divided into various groups in order to ask the question in this. That is classification and grouping, mirror image, water image. Then they have something like paper cutting, paper folding. So we'll discuss all this. But first of all, we'll see what is overall spatial aptitude, how, which type of question will come. Then we'll go one by one, all the topic wise we'll go. First we'll see the question. See here the definition I have given for the spatial. Even the surgeon, you must have heard about endoscopy. Have you heard about? They'll keep the camera inside your body and with the imagination, now it is crossing food pipe, now it will enter into lungs, no, move left, heart. So that imagination itself is spatial. Okay, so here is the question how they have given. C. Select a suitable figure from the 4 alternatives that would complete the figure. So they have given you 4 options A, B, C, D. So in the place of question mark, what will come? You have to find that. Okay. So just observe the pattern. Let's say that this is the first figure, this is the second, and this is the third. So can I say, I am helping you here out. In further question, I won't help you out. You have to find it out. See, here I can say 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. See, this slant 1, top is the head. This slant 1, bottom is the head. In 3, both side is the head. Okay, now horizontal 1, 2 right side is the head. Here 2 right side is the head. And the top 2, left side also head in the second one. So left side also head. The bottom horizontal line, left side head. This also left side head. That is the reason only left. Right, they haven't given the head. The circle they haven't given. The head of the pin you can say, or matchstick. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Just add this 2. Are we getting this? Yes. So similarly you have to add this 2 and you should get that one. So which is the answer? E. E is not given in the option E. D for Dava Gardens. Yes. No arms are allowed in the house. Class, please keep your arms outside. Kottara? Bottle to. నీకు అర్థం కాకపోతే నాకు డిస్టర్బ్ చేయకు నువ్వు అట్లానా ఓకే క్లియర్ D is the answer confirm so let us see more for the question where is the remote okay try this Yes, B, C, D, correct. A, A as well. So my dear friend, answer is B. Let us understand how. This is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. If I add both, we'll get the third one. No doubt. Am I right? Here there is a line like this, so line like this. These two lines, so these two lines. Okay, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Now this is the first one, this is the second one. If you add both, are you getting this third one? No. Something you will find, it is added but something is omitted. You can find in both the cases from here to here, this line is common. Common in this first and 2. So 1 and 2, what is common? That they have omitted, that they have removed, and uncommon thing they have added. So what is uncommon here? This line and here up till here. So that is the reason they have added that. In these two there was nothing common. That is the reason directly they added. In these two things this part is common, so common one they have removed. Okay, and remaining they have added. So in these two, what is common? This one is common. Am I right? So you remove it. So what is left over? This here and this here. So you will get D. Is it clear? Yes, no? Uncommon things are only added. Common things they have omitted, removed. Clear? No queries? Shall we see next question? Again same it happened. Common they have removed. In these two, this part was, no, not this was common. This was common. So they have removed that. So in these two, nothing is common. So just you add it. So no doubt your answer is A. Next question. B. B for Bhopal. B. 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 So anyhow, your observation is required. I think that all looks like robots. So if you see first, second and third, first only see the heads. Triangle is there, then circle is there, then rectangle is there. If you come to the second one, here circle is there, triangle is there, and then rectangle is there. And the third one, if you come, there is a circle, there is a triangle, means next should be rectangle. So rectangle head, means C cannot be the answer. Because for C option, they have given circle as the head. Now left over, you have to decide between A, B and D. Now if you see the body, complete body, if you see, first one they are having rectangular body, then one straight line, that is like me, then there is a oval shape body, okay. Then second, if you see, oval, line, rectangle, rectangle, oval, means next should be a line. So A, B, D all are having line only. So anyhow, moving further to the hands, if you see first one, up hand, down hand, straight hand, then straight hand, down hand, up hand, straight hand, so next should be the down hand. Down hand means B is the answer. This is the answer. Is it clear? Simple? So answer is D for Delhi. Yes, exactly. D for Delhi. D is the correct answer. Adding them, that's it. Am I right? Next. BD. D for Delhi. Yes, Delhi is the correct answer here. Because in the first one, if you see one circle, two circle, three circle. So here in circle, one triangle, so next should be two triangles, as simple as that. And two triangles are available only in D. So D is the correct answer. So very simple, first figure consists of 2 line segment, second one 3 line segment, then 4 line segment. It is increasing. So coming to the second one, 4 line segment, 5 line segment, so next should be 6 line segments. 6 line segments is available only in B. A option is having, I think, 5 line segments. C option is having, I think, 5 line segments, and D is having so many line segments. So no doubt the answer is option B. B for Bhopal. Now here grouping it is. Group the given figures into 3 classes using each figure only once. See, when you are making group, like for example, when you are making all the students as a group, all male members one side, all female members one side. Am I right? So this is female group, this is male group. So when you are grouping the people, it means there should be something common in the members of that group. Then only you are grouping them. So similarly here, if you can see that completely unshaded figures are what are there? 2, 4 and 7. This is unshaded figure. No shades are used. So 2, 4 and 7 becomes one group. Partially shaded is 1, 6 and 9. So 1, 6, 9 becomes the second group. Okay, and darkly shaded or deeply shaded, you can say 3, 5, 8. So 3, 5, 8 becomes the third group. Okay, so 1, 6, 9, 2, 4, 7, 3, 5, 8. So this is the answer. Grouping is done here. Clear? Grouping also you can. Next question. Oh. D, C, yes, C, D both are correct. B is also correct. Only A is not correct, yes. My dear friend, the figures which are not intersected by any lines, a complete closed figure is 1, 7 and 8. Complete closed figure without intersecting any lines. And intersected by one line. So first you got group as 1, 1, 7, 8 as one group. Complete closed figures without any intersection. And intersected by one line, it is 3, 5 and 6. This is another group. Intersected by two lines, that is 2, 4, 9. So this is the third group. 1, 7, 8, 3, 5, 6, 2, 4, 9. 1, 7, 8, 2, 4, 9, 3, 5, 6. That is option B. Clear? Yes? Next question. A, C and B, D. A. Okay, A for apple, if you are saying 1, 5, 8 as one group. I agree. Okay. Now if you say 3, 4, 7, 3, 4, 7, what is common in them? 3, 4, 7. Nothing is common. If you make 3, 4, 7, then 2, 6, 9 will also come in that group only. So D is the correct answer. D is the correct answer. 1, 3, 6. 1, they are using one circle. 3, they are using circle inside that a triangle. And 6, there is a triangle inside that a circle. Okay. Then if you take the group 2, 5, 7. 2, 5, 7 semicircle. 5 is semicircle. 2 is semicircle and semicircle inscribed inside a square. And here within the semicircle there is a square inscribed, and in this, both are same? No, both are different. This is a semicircle inscribed inside a square, and this is square inscribed inside a semicircle. So that becomes another group. And similarly, if you take 4, 8, 9, 4 they are 4, 8 and 9. 8 they are using triangle, 4 they are using triangle inside a square, and 9 they are using square inside a triangle. Are you getting me? So while making group you should be very careful. Yes? Okay, but can you keep, if you keep it in 3 groups, when they are saying you 3 groups, so if you make it empty, 1, 5, 8 as one group. Now remaining you cannot make any groups. Remaining all you have to keep in one group. But we have to make 3 groups. So we have to find something like that so that they can be divided into 3 groups. Clear? Confirm? My dear friend, it's very simple. Using 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines. Next using 3 line segment, 3 line segment, 3 line segment. Next using 4 line segment, 4 line segment, 4 line segment. So 1, 2, 3 becomes one group, 4, 5, 6 another group, 7, 8, 9 third group. So that is the option B, B for Bhopal. Clear? Bangalore. Two, 4, 9. So answer is option B, B for again Bangalore, Bhopal. Because my dear friend, in 2, 4 and 9, you can find similar figures intersecting each other. Both the circles intersecting each other, both the rectangles intersecting each other, both the trapezium intersecting each other. Similar figures are intersecting each other. So 2, 4, 9 becomes one group. Similarly, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8 you will find 2 different figures inscribed inside each other. Like here circle, inside a circle triangle is inscribed, and in 7 you will find inside the triangle circle is inscribed. And in 9 you will find, 8 you will find inside a parallelogram circle is inscribed. Okay. And remaining if you see 1, 3, 5, 2 different figure intersecting each other, not inscribed inside each other, intersecting each other. That is 1, then 3, then 5. Are you getting me? Clear? Simple it was. So these are some questions more. If you want, there are more, but now we'll understand all these based on the topic wise. So C is the correct answer. What is common, that is added. In 1 and 2, what is common, that is written in 3. Are you getting me? Only the common thing is added, uncommon is removed. Earlier we were seeing uncommon was added, common was removed. In this, just opposite, reverse of it. So here answer is C. C, I am seeing. So no doubt C is the correct answer here, Chennai. Anyone having any doubt? No? అంటే క్వశ్చన్ ఏదైనా ఉన్నా సి సార్. See what they are doing, the triangle in the first figure, one clockwise and one anti-clockwise they have kept. So in the bottom figure circle, one clockwise, one anti-clockwise it should come. So circle should come here and here. Am I right? So that is not A, not B, not D, only C. And even the line if you see, this line what they did, exactly opposite side two lines. So here if it is line exactly opposite side, here two lines should come. So that is having C. So C is our correct answer. Clear? Yes? So anyhow, these are more questions if you want. There are so many questions, but leave it. Anyhow, we'll discuss later on. We'll now divide it based on the topic. Okay, so before going for the topic, let me discuss that in this year when they introduced this Spatial Aptitude in the GATE exam, this year paper if you see, 2021 paper, they haven't given any question from Spatial according to the aspirant. Aspirants who wrote, sir, no question was there. Actually they asked the question and they did not mention directly mirror image or water image. Instead they mentioned it as x-axis image, y-axis image. Now what is this x-axis, y-axis image? This is what axis? X, very good. Idi? Y, okay. So my dear friend, y-axis image is actually the mirror image. Y-axis image means the mirror image, because mirror you will keep vertically. Am I right? And x-axis image is actually the water image, because water will be horizontal. Am I right? Like A in the mirror image, how it will look? A only. Okay, whereas in water image, am I right? Upside down or else. Whenever they are asking you x-axis image or water image, do one thing, because it is horizontal, draw one line like this horizontally on the object. The bottom portion move it up, the up portion move it bottom. Flip it that. Whenever they are asking you y-axis image or mirror image, instead of drawing horizontal line, draw vertical line. And left side you send to right side and right portion you send to left side. That will be your mirror image. Okay, so first we'll understand mirror image, no need of water image, because if you understand mirror image, you can understand water image. So first we'll understand the alphabets. English alphabets where we have the same alphabet in the mirror image. What are the alphabets? A, in mirror it is same. A tarvata. B kadu, C kadu, D kadu, E kadu. F, G, H, I. J is not there, K is not there, L is not there, M. N is not there, N is not same in the mirror image. Okay, N will look like this. This is N in mirror. Am I right? So not N, O, not P, not Q, not R, not S, directly T. U, then V, then W, then X. Y in the case, if Y is written like this, okay, then it will be same in the mirror. If Y is written like this, it won't be same. Are you getting me? If Y is written like this, then it will be same in the mirror. Why? That's it. Z won't come in the same in the mirror. He is reading all the alphabets. Sir, it is Y chepparu kada, Z kuda cheppandi. Okay, so some of the mirror image question we'll see. Here I have given you some alphabets so that it will be clear to you. But they won't give only the alphabets, they will give you objects as well. You can see further in the question they will give you. but normally for alphabets I am showing you so that your imagination, your spatial will become very fast. Just by seeing the object you can say how it will look in mirror. Okay, and here in this slide I have mentioned all those which look same in the mirror with the red color font and remaining with the black color font. Like in numbers 0, 8 will look same in the mirror. Alphabets already we have discussed, capital letters. Small letters alphabet, if you see I, L, V, W, X will be same even O. Small alphabet, small letters. Am I right? Shall we see the question? You can take, it is only for you. (1965) Indo-Pak. Okay, before going for this, let me ask you general question. What happened 1965 Indo-Pak? War happened. Indo-Pak war happened. Who fought that war? Indo-Pakistan border was formed. LOC, line of control. 1965 lo form ayindi. Bangladeshi was removed from Pakistan. Bangladeshi, what they will do in Pakistan? Bangladesh this side, Pakistan. Pakistan surrendered. Every time they surrender. What is new? Okay, so recently you have seen one movie. So you are saying fighting for Kashmir. No. East Pakistan to Bangladesh. Kargil war. Kargil recently, I was born, I was standing there in Kargil war. 1965 I was not there. The first war of India-Pakistan, when it happened? Ante ishtam. 65. 49. So you are very good at GK. My dear friend, the very first war, let me tell you, it's a small story. Actually, your seniors, I have said that story, and those seniors, they even call me back. At present also, they ask me this type of story, sir, one more story, please. So this is our history of India. Let me tell you, the first war, it happened in between India and Pakistan. It was actually the time, at that time, Nehru was not the Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister was second Prime Minister, Lal Bahadur Shastri. Lal Bahadur Shastri was the Prime Minister over there in India. And in Pakistan, there was Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, Benazir Bhutto's father, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. So anyhow, what happened? At that time, in those days, there won't be any this phone calls and everything. In those days, when VVIPs, they have to talk, they used to talk on what they call it as hotline. Hotline means there will be a phone call only, but that will be a hotline that only VVIPs can talk with each other. Okay, that will be very secure call. No one can track that. So in those days, they used to talk on hotline. So on hotline, evening 5:15, Lal Bahadur Shastri got the call in his office on a hotline. That is Zulfikar Ali Bhutto called him and said, very good evening, kal sham ki chai main Delhi mein piyunga. Tomorrow evening tea I'll drink in Delhi. Only this much he said, and he kept the call. See, whenever VVIPs they will come, at least 10-15 days beforehand information will be given, because we have to arrange security and everything. And he is saying directly that tomorrow evening tea I'll drink in Delhi, Pakistan Prime Minister. And no doubt Lal Bahadur Shastri gave the reply before he kept the call. He gave the reply that evening won't come. Only this much was the reply. So these two things, why he will come to India, why he will drink tea, no one knows. Why he said that that evening won't come, no one knows. So my dear friend, this happened. Actually, it was a Cold War. Internal war was there in between India, Pakistan. We call it as Cold War. Not directly fighting, but internally we are fighting. Okay, so all the BSF, any moment, actually BSF will get hurt maximum of the time. BSFs are get killed maximum of the time. Because anytime ceasefire they will break, anytime they can attack. That we call it as Cold War. So Cold War was going on. Lal Bahadur Shastri understood. And Lal Bahadur Shastri belonged from very poor family. Very poor family. Such a poor family he belonged from that when he became Prime Minister, his mother was not alive, father. So he went to his village where he was born and brought up. When he reached his village, beside house, neighbor, for that lady, old lady, he used to call Amma, mother. So he went to see her, like now Modi also go to see her mother. Same way Lal Bahadur Shastri went to his village to see not her own mother, neighbors. Okay, so she went there, that old lady asked, so Lal, she used to call him Lal, Lal, what you became? So he said, I became Prime Minister of the country. Prime Minister. Enni sarnik cheppina. Manchiga chadvu. At least, mana daggar unna police station lo, at least nu constable avtav. Enti Prime Minister. So you can imagine that that lady is not aware what is Prime Minister. That lady is thinking that constable is the highest position. So that was the way, that poor family he belonged from. So he used to travel this Ganga river, he used to cross for going to school. Every day he used to get wet, reaching the school there, sitting, and he used to dry, again coming back, crossing the Ganga river, because he was not having that much money to pay for the boat. So he used to swim and go to school. So anyhow, very poor family. And he did what, after becoming Prime Minister, he removed all his servants, because servants will be provided in the PMO office and even in the bungalow and all. He removed all the servants and he said that no need to serve for me. You can go and serve the nation. I mean to say, go to the border. Whatever food you are preparing for me, prepare the food for our army, navy and air force. So he has removed them from his own office and house. His wife used to prepare his food. And he was a very common man. Evening 7 or 8, he used to reach his home, taking a bag, one polythene cover. At that time polythene cover was not available, so one bag, going to the vegetable market. Alugada enta lo istav. He used to talk like that. 3 rupalante mari ekva, 2 rupees. Sir, meeru prime minister ate endi, 2 rupees kada rate. So he used to bargain like a common people. All his security, they were worried a lot. Every day he used to do the same thing. Every day fresh vegetable he will get. By 8 o'clock he'll keep all those vegetable at home. His wife will cook everything, and by 9:30 he used to take his dinner. On that day it was the same routine. 9:30 he had the dinner, and then he said this to his wife that you can sleep because I have some office work. I have to go back to office. She said okay. He came back. Instead of going to office, he then went directly. By 10:30, 11 he reached to the President's bungalow. At that time President was Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So President also used to call him Lal only, Lal. And he used to call President as Rajendra Babu. Rajendra Babu he used to call. So anyhow, he reached there, big hall room, waiting area, and President must be sleeping. And who is having that much dare to wake up President of the country? He said to the security that I want to talk with him. Security said, sir, how can we wake him up? He must be sleeping. This is at 11 o'clock night. He said, okay, I'll wait. Whole night I'll wait. Whenever he get up, if you feel that he got up, just inform that I came to see him. So my dear friend, I think Rajendra Prasad, he was not sleeping. He was having the habit to read books. Night he used to read books. So different type of books he used to go through to increase his knowledge, or just it was his time pass, his hobby. So while reading book, he came outside in the corridor. Reading book like that only. Security saw the president running. He went up, said that Lal Bahadur Shastri, the Prime Minister of the country, is waiting for you. Really? Running he came. What happened, Lal? Sit down first, have water. What happened? This emergency, what happened? He said, sir, this is the situation. I got the call from Pakistan. They said that, not they, he said, our Prime Minister there, over there, he said that evening tea tomorrow he will drink at Delhi. Then what you replied? Rajendra Prasad was very cool guy. Very coolly asked. What you replied? I replied that evening won't come. Okay, do it then. Very simply he said, do it then. Means very common. And let me tell you that Army, Air Force, Navy, these three things will be in the hands of President, not in the Prime Minister's hand. So he said that I require now this power. Whether you are coming or you will give me the power. He said, get the white paper, 3 white paper he got, power of attorney. For next 10 to 15 days, all these 3 strength to the Prime Minister hand. Power of attorney he gave. Taking that paper, he went morning 4 o'clock, 4:30 to the border. He said BSF people to come back, army to go front. And morning 5:30 he got a call from United Nations, UN, USA. Actually indirectly you can say USA it is. America people only. So they called and they said that what is the movement going on in the border? Please don't do that. He said that actually we are not going to attack anyone, but we are just making our safety for our security. We have received the call like that. They said no, not at all. Please remove this army. Let the BSF be there. Security for security, BSF is there. Lal Bahadur said no, my country, my wish. Then United Nations said, yes, very good. Your country, your wish, you are not listening at all. So for America, you are having somewhere around 2,000 tons of wheat pending. You have taken loan. Return it back, do whatever you want. See, this is how it happens. Our real friends won't do like that. But who are not the real friends? You 10 రూపాయలు తీసుకున్నావు కదా ఇచ్చే దాని తర్వాత చూద్దాం. So same way the America reacted there. He said return that back, do whatever you want. He said okay, give me the time. Today is Saturday, give me the time up till Monday. I'll arrange. Very confidently he said I'll arrange, but I won't remove the army from the border. And my dear friend, that Saturday night he gave a call to all the citizens of India. Like nowadays Modi is copying that. Man ki baat he will do. Not monkey baat. Man ki baat. Monkey bath means okay, so man ki baat he will do. Same way he also called all the citizens. Like Modi will say mitron, today night onwards finished. So same way he also called. He said, pyare bhaiyo and behno, a small request to you all people. Anyhow, southern part of our country is completely dependent. Their staple food is rice. But northern part of the country, their staple food is roti, chapati. So it's my request that coming Sunday, at least once, you should not eat chapati. At least once in a day. If you are eating 3 times, 1 time, skip that chapati. You can eat rice. Just for the country's sake, this is the situation I am facing. And see the country people, my dear friend, he said that just for 1 time don't eat chapati. The whole country, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, no chapati, no wheat, nothing. And it is said that in those days, whatever we have to give the loan, triple than that stock was ready in the market. That much big strength population we are having. If we won't eat, country will become rich. So anyhow, so he returned all the things back and then he went there to the border. Morning 8:15, we got an attack from Pakistan side. We always wait for their attack. We don't attack them. And those days we were having one battalion called as Rajput Battalion. It's a very famous battalion. No doubt recently when BJP came in the government, that is Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he just demolished that Rajput Battalion, because Rajput Battalion was a battalion to whom you can give an order to attack. Then you cannot say them to come back. They won't listen. Attack means attack. Either they will die or else they will kill. They won't come back. So the Rajput Battalion was there. They were going on attacking, pushing the army, and they reached up till Lahore. Indian army reached up till Lahore. Lahore came in our capture. So this Rajput Battalion, they said, these people are trying to stop, come back, ho gaya. What is this going on? Not tea, you are breaking their everything. Come down. But they won't listen, so they captured Lahore. Then we got a call from the different countries, don't do all those. So Lal Bahadur Shastri said, anyhow done. Now I'll have tea in Lahore. Now my tea is pending there. So but pressure was there from Afghanistan, Russia. Russia was anyhow the friend for India. Forever they will be friend. They show very good friendship. Means directly they won't give the loan, but they will give the money as sponsor. always to the India. They help India. Even in the Bokaro Steel City, have you heard about Bokaro Steel City? SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. Under that it comes. The blast furnace completely it is donated by Russia only. Russia has given all those. So anyhow, Russia always the friend. Russia also said, no, leave it. Let us to be in our own borders. So then there was a deal signed in Tashkent. That is called as Tashkent deal. LOC was decided, line of control was decided. And my dear friend, Lal Bahadur Shastri went there and he didn't come back. He was died there itself. People say that he got a heart attack. People say. But reality is something else. We cannot disclose that. Okay, so anyhow, that is a great story about different people. Anyhow, come back to the mirror image. 1965 Indo-Pak. So, what happened? Okay, find out the mirror image for this Indo-Pak. So, very simple, you can draw one line. You can draw one line in the middle. Because as they are saying mirror image, right portion will go towards left, left portion will go towards right. Okay. So always it should start from K, and every alphabet also mirror image. So here also draw a line. Okay. So K. So anyhow all options started from K except B. So B cannot be the answer. Am I right? Now K is correct. Next after K, A should come. They are having next P should come. P in mirror image, all are correct. Next O in mirror image, all are correct. D in mirror image, all are correct. N all are correct. I all are correct. 5 in the mirror image, all are correct. 6 in the mirror image. My dear friend, this is not the mirror image for 6. So this is not even water image. Yes, no, not even water image. This is not even water image. Water image will come like this. So it's 9. So not A. A is not the answer. Between C and D we have to decide. 6 in the mirror image, it will come like this if I am not wrong. So this is also wrong. This is water image of 6. Okay, so no doubt this is not the answer. So answer is option D. Is it clear? You can do it. Next question. Very simple, draw one line vertically. Okay. Anyhow, this circle will be as it is, no worry in that. This part, top part, it will come like this, if I am not wrong. And this bottom arrow will come like this, if I am not wrong. So which one is the answer? C is the correct answer. So option C. So first of all, it should start from 2. A cannot be the answer because it started from A. C cannot be the answer because it started from S. B is the answer. D cannot be the answer because it started from 1. So directly you can say B is the correct answer. It should start from 2. A cannot be the answer because T is reversed. T they have given water image. It is not mirror image in A. And C cannot be the answer because it ended with N. It should end with T. B and D. Which one can be the answer? So no doubt D is the answer. D for Delhi. Because after A there should be 4. In B they are giving after A 1. So here D is the answer, D for Delhi. EVITCEFFE. So answer is A. Very good. Superb. So answer is B for Bhopal. A cannot be the answer because L we have to change the. D is the answer, as simple as that. Because starting with you, so it should end with you. And you in mirror image, it will look you only. So only D can be the correct answer, D for Delhi. So no doubt, it should start from R. So B and D cannot be the answer. And R in mirror image, it won't look like C. So no doubt A is the answer. ये तो बंडी नंबर इच्छार BR4AQ. C. Let me tell you, B and C cannot be the answer because Q, the line of Q is given as it is. So B and C cannot be the answer. You have to decide between A and D. So in between A and D, no doubt A is the answer because 6 in the mirror image, how it will look? It won't look like 9. So A is the answer here. Now you became good at observing. So D is the answer here, D for Delhi. Shall I change? CC. Anyhow, A cannot be the answer because it started from D, and B cannot be the answer because L is written water image. DL, the L is written water image. So we have to decide between C and D. In between C and D, let us observe the 7, number 7. So 7 in D, they have given something opposite. So no doubt C is the correct answer. C for Chennai. D for dog. D was the answer there. D for Delhi. Here. So here the answer is D. D for Delhi again. Any explanation required? First of all, let me tell you, A cannot be the answer because that line in the middle, it won't remain like that only. In mirror image, it will be opposite. Okay, so you have to decide between B, C, D. And in between B, C, D, let me tell you, C cannot be the answer because that semicircle reached on the top. That is not possible. You have to decide between B and D. In between B and D, let me tell you, D is the correct answer, because in B what they are doing, that triangle they are making upside down, but triangle will be like that only. As given in the first figure, same way the triangle will be in the mirror. So that is the reason D for Delhi is the correct answer. So my dear friend, the option B and D looks the same, but there is a difference in the shading. See the shading part. Shading is done, I think horizontal shading is done, right? And in D they are giving the vertical shading. So we have to go for horizontal shading, that is B, option B, B for Bhopal. So the answer is option D. Ante sir D lo chetlo watch kuda vachindi, adi by mistake, printing error, that is. A cannot be the answer because both the hands they have bowed it little bit bottom. Both the hands are not bottom. One straight, another bowed down. So answer is D, D for Delhi. So all this question, anyhow I'll send it to you, you can practice them. My dear friends, C is the correct answer here. Mirror image for that cube. Am I right? No queries? So here the correct answer is A, because that circle should come in the left top, that dark circle. Keen observation is required. BD. Not Bhopal. Only Delhi. By dear friend, no doubt B and D, I mean to say Bhopal and Delhi look similar. Okay. Both are looking similar here. So these two can be the answer, but let me tell you, check out with this wheel. It is coming exactly bottom of the curve. Here it is not bottom of the curve. So this is the answer. Here it should be the wheel. So D is the answer. Clear? Next. So this question you can practice, I think. Anyhow. Shall I change the topic then? Mirror image is done. So if mirror image is done, you can easily do the water image as well. Mirror image, once again let me remind you, it can be called even as a y-axis image, and water image it can be even called as x-axis image. Don't get confused in that. So these all question I'll send it. So grouping and classification, you got the idea. So few question will practice, then we'll see some other questions as well. Grouping and classification. You won't try. Kana koddu sariyani. So my dear friend, if you see the figure that is 4, 6 and 7, a complete figure, you can say one tangent or one of the side is extended, that's it. Okay. So 4, 6, 7 becomes one group, and if you see one, 5 and 8, incomplete figure, it is not a closed figure, incomplete figure crossed by one line. So 1, 5 and 8 becomes another group. 1, 5, 8, 4, 6, 7 and 2, 3, 9 becomes the third group, because 2, 3, 9 are closed figure which is intersected by one line. Open figure intersected by line, and then closed figure intersected by line. So 1, 4, 7 is completely made of squares. Okay, so 1, 4, 7 becomes one group. 2, 6 and 9 looks like cone or triangle. So that is another group. And 3, 5, 8 are made with some curves also, some circles, or you can say part of the circle as well. So that is the reason 3, 5 and 8 as the third group. 3, 5, 8, 2, 4, 7, sorry. 1, 4, 7, 3, 5, 8, 2, 6, 9. Am I right? So option B. B for Bhopal. Yes, so my dear friend, option C is the correct one, because the figure 1, 4 and 8, father and son is there. Means same figure, one big one, another small one attached to it. Same figure, similar figure, just size is decreased. Okay, so 1, 4 and 8 becomes father and son, and remaining by including two figures, that is 3, 9 and 7. 3, 7 and 9 are made with using two figures. Okay, and using three figures, that is 2, 5 and 6. Yes, 2, 5, 6, 1, 4, 8, 3, 7, 9. That is option C. Done? So you can practice this as well, no worries. So this one is the toughest one. Whatever I created in that, this is the toughest one. If you want, you can say the answer. So first option, A is the correct one. Can't be determined, yes. Out of syllabus they are asking question. So this is square sheet of paper. Okay, it's a transparent sheet of paper. Okay, and this is folded like this, the dotted line, it is folded, and what they are doing, from the right end they are folding towards the left. So like this it is folded from the right towards the left. How this image will look like, they are asking. Let us see this triangle, this part. First of all, the left hand side, what is there, this will be as it is, no change in that. The right portion of the triangle, it will coincide with this, it will coincide. Okay, and how about this circle? This circle will come here, semicircle will come here. So which is our correct answer? Not B. B cannot be the answer because it's a big triangle. So no doubt our answer is C. Yes, simple it was. Paper folding, it is same like mirror image. If you understood mirror image and water image, these question of paper folding you can easily say. My dear friend, D is the correct answer. D for Delhi, not C. Because the folding you can see, no doubts that circle, that will become semicircle. It will coincide exactly on it. For this, no need to worry. Okay, this line as it is, it will be. And how about this line? This line, it will come in mirror image somewhat like this. Am I right? So, it is coming towards, bended towards the bottom, but it should be bended towards the top. So that is the reason D is the correct answer, not C. Your keen observation is required. మీరు కూడా ఇట్లా పెట్టారు, కాపింగ్ హిమ్. సార్ అట్లా కాపీ చేస్తే ఆన్సర్ వచ్చేస్తుంది సార్. ఓకే, సో ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ D for Delhi. Yes, D is the correct answer because here the folding is done from right towards the, sorry, from the left towards the right. Okay, so right portion whatever is there, this should be as it is, no change in that. So here in A it is as it is, but B is not the answer because B, this line came bottom. This line should be horizontal. Here it became vertical. So B cannot be the answer. Okay, you have to decide between A, C and D. Now coming to A cannot be the answer because this portion when it will come in the mirror image, it will be like this. So A cannot be the answer. And how about these lines in mirror image? It will be like this. So which one is the answer? Answer is option D. So answer is C, no doubt. C is the correct answer here. Again C. C for Chennai. Now you are not doing like that. So here two folding is done, means water image as well as mirror image. One horizontal folding, another vertical folding. So my dear friend, you can make first as a horizontal folding. From the top if you go bottom, sorry, from the bottom if you go on the top, this image how it will look like, if I am not wrong, it will look like this, the triangle. And because it is like a water image, okay, and this shaded portion will be the right side. Okay, this is when we are this horizontal folding we have done from the bottom towards top. Now vertical folding if you do, The same thing, mirror image. Mirror image, this triangle will come as it is, and this shading will be the left hand side. So left hand side shading means no doubt our answer is C. Is it clear to all? Yes? Okay, next question goes like, here also answer is C. C for Chennai. No queries. My dear friend, answer is A. A is the correct answer. Just remember that folding is done from left towards the right. So right portion, whatever this part is there, this will be as it is. No change in this. So this will be as it is. Now left hand side, the same figure, what is continued in the left hand side, it will come here. Am I right? It will come here. And how about this figure? This figure, how it will come in this? It will come like this, somewhat like this, if I am not wrong. Yes, this part will be coincided with it. So A is the answer. Not D, not C, not B. A is the correct answer. Clear? These girls can say very easily. They know how to. Boys, you know how to make muggu? Telsa meeku muggu ela iyali? Telida? Learn it, come on. In future it will be helpful. So answer is option B. B for Bhopal. Because that leaf should complete. That line is not completing in the remaining figures. Okay? So your answer is B. B for Bhopal again. Because the remaining whatever it will be folded, it will be coinciding with each and every line. Now the answer is yes, A. A for Ahmedabad. ब्रेक कहा नहीं हुआ. Here the answer is option A, not the D. See the distance from where the folding is done for the triangle. Folding and the triangle distance you see, you can get clearly that it won't be D, it will be A. Okay? You call it a symmetrical figure. So it will coincide with each other. It's exactly symmetrical figure. And every object which is symmetrical looks so answer is here B. B for break. I'll give you break. See, there are the condition. Either you continue for another half an hour and go home, or else take a 10-15 minutes break and sit up till 6 o'clock. Think, it is your decision. Now, how many of you want break and wait up till 6 o'clock? Raise your hand. How many of you want break now and want to continue the class up till 6? How many of you don't want break now and complete the class up till 5? And remaining people, you want to sleep? Okay. So let us continue. Let us wind up till 5. You can reach your home back. He is crying, mummy, daddy. Anyhow, for this it is a symmetrical figure, and symmetrical figure, no need to worry regarding the mirror image. Okay, it will be same as it is. Asking pen. So you are scolding him. How dare you can ask my pen? Okay, next question. A, B cannot be the answer because the portion where it is folded, that is changed. So in between C and D, let me tell you, C is the correct answer here, Chennai, not D. The folding part, how it is? My dear friend, D is the correct answer here. D for Delhi. That triangle will be coincided with each other. Enough? Remaining you can practice? Okay. So the last AA. This is not AA. This is DD. D for Delhi. So anyhow, all these questions are there. You can practice later on. I said in the YouTube, I said you the class for cubes and dices. Okay, if you have seen that, you can sort out some question. I think here it is. A, B, C, anyhow, and D also. My dear friend, D is the correct answer. Even possibility chances for C also. C and D both can be the answer. That is the reason in the question you can see which cube oblique cubes they are given. Means it can be MS cube. Okay, next. A cannot be the answer because in the case of A, where is A? A cannot be the answer. C. What happens? This black and this two will be in the opposite faces. Here one black will come in adjacent face, but another black will be in opposite face. Here both the blacks are in adjacent of two. That is the reason A is not the answer. Why? C also can be, possibilities are there. ఈ రెండు డాట్ ఇట్లా రావాలా? ఒక సైడ్ బ్లాక్ ఉంది కదా, ఈ బ్లాక్ ఉంటే ఈ వైట్ ఉంటే you are taking this black. No, you are not taking this black, you are taking this white. See, possibilities are there. ये वाला जो पोर्शन है ये इसके ऊपर आ जाएगा, ऊपर आ गया, चलिए ये ठीक है, ऊपर आ गया। तो जहां पे वो ब्लैक पोर्शन है, ये जो पूरा ब्लैक है वहां पे 2 है, ये ब्लैक के पास ये 2 है, 2 का डॉट। इसको हम ऐसे रोटेट करेंगे तो आ जाएगा ना, पूरा रोटेट करेंगे ना, इसको लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में रहेंगे ना, पक्का? ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम इट इज डी, सो नो डाउट डी। ओके, so if you have observed that video, I think you can easily say here, because 6 and 3 will be opposite to each other, 4 and 5 will be opposite to each other, and remaining 1 and 2 will be opposite to each other. So they are asking you how many dots lie opposite to the face of 3 dots. 3 dots opposite will be 6. So option D, that is 6. Okay. My dear friend, C cannot be the answer. C for Chennai. Chennai cannot be the answer because that circle and that shaded, darkly shaded, it should be opposite face. Here they have given in C adjacent face. A also cannot be the answer. So in between B and D. B కూడా కరెక్టే కదా? B for Bhopal correct है ना? C, one pair of opposite will be white, another pair of opposite will be also white. So 3 whites can come adjacent to each other. See, here it is white, here it is white, here it is white, here it is white. So these 3 white will come adjacent to each other, or these 3 white can come adjacent to each other. So in the length or in the breadth, not the side. Are you getting me? So that is the reason B cannot be the answer. Answer is option D. Five opposite lo 3 ఎందుకంటే 1 opposite లో 4 వస్తుంది, అలాగే 2 opposite లో 6. So remaining 5 opposite లో 3 or 3 opposite లో 5. Very careful, you should be that F and B are opposite to each other, E and C are opposite to each other, A and D are opposite to each other. Am I right? Now why not A cannot be the answer? A cannot be the answer because F and E they have given adjacent. F and B they have given adjacent, but here F and B should be opposite. So A is not the answer. Which one is the answer then? In B they are saying FED. Chances are there. In C they are saying BCE. B, C, E. C and E cannot come adjacent. So C cannot be the answer. A, D, E. A, D, not possible. So no doubt B. B for Bhopal. Okay, so one more, that is paper cutting. 4-5 questions, then you can live. Okay, so that you will get the idea for what is paper cutting. So it is same like paper folding only. Yeah, this is last class. ఫర్ మీ ఇంకా చాలా రోజు నేను బతకాలి, ఎందుకు మీరు అట్లా వేస్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు? ఇంకా చాలా క్లాసెస్ తీసుకోవాలి నేను. ఫర్ మీ Guys, go through the direction what they have given. Each of the following question consists a set of 3 figures x, y and z showing a sequence of folding a piece of paper. Figure Z shows the manner in which folded paper has been cut. These 3 figures are followed by 4 answer figure from which you have to choose the figure which would most closely resemble the unfolded form of figure Z. Okay. After folding, first figures x, y, z, these are the folding shown, and in z they are showing how the cutting is done. So once you unfold that, what you will be getting? Option C for Chennai. Am I right? Any queries? Anyone? Anyone? అంటే మరీ అట్లా కట్ చేస్తారా సార్? మొత్తం చింపేశారు కదా సార్. After folding, you are seeing in the Z figure how the cut is done. See this Y part, if you unfold it, only this Y portion if you unfold it, how this cutting will come? This is already here, this cutting will come here and this triangle will come here, if I am not wrong. And upper part if you unfold, this cutting will come here, this triangle will upside down, if I am not wrong. This will be also upside down and this cutting here. Similarly here, so which one is the answer? B is the answer, not D, B. Is it clear, everyone? My dear friends, C and D cannot be the answer because that triangle cut won't come in the X folding. Whatever X image folding is there, in that triangle cut won't come. మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? ఈ ట్రయాంగిల్ కట్ ఉందా? ఈ ట్రయాంగిల్ కట్ ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ ఈ కార్నర్లో రాదు. సో దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ X ఫోల్డింగ్ దగ్గర ట్రయాంగిల్ కట్ రాదు. So even C cannot be the answer, D cannot be the answer. That is what I was saying. So in between A and B, what is the answer? B is the answer. Clear? C, B, A, D. So A and B cannot be the answer because the folding, the cut itself is changed. You have to decide between C and D. C is the correct answer. C for Chennai, not D. My dear friends, C is not the answer, B is the answer. B for Bhopal. Try to understand why this portion cut, this one is important here. Are you getting me? Here that cut is not there in the corner, because when you cut this, this will come here like this. Are you getting me? That is the reason B is the correct answer, not very closely it is the, they are giving the options. So D for Delhi. Okay, so even paper cutting you can manage. Yes. So last one topic, actually it is not the topic of aptitude. It is the topic which I have designed specially to make you understand aptitude very nicely, and the topic that is puzzle. So I'll just play the puzzle. You have to say the answer for them. Okay, no need of any calculation, anything. It totally depends on your understanding, because my dear friend, you must have heard about that in 2019 paper they asked one question. If you remember that the question they have given, for one criminal the crime was declared. The crime was declared for one criminal, and after declaration of the crime, the judgment came, he should be killed. He should be killed, means death penalty. Telugu lo emantaru death penalty ki? Marana Siksha, हाँ. So Marana Siksha, that was the punishment. But there was an option for that criminal how he want to die. The judge has given two options to him. Either he will be hanged till death, ఊరేస్తారు అదే కదా, or else he will be shot dead. Shot dead. Shot dead అంటే తెలుగులో తుపాకీతో కొడతారు, అవునా, తుపాకీతో కొడతారు తెలుగులో కాల్చి కాల్చి. Okay, okay. So anyhow, my dear friend, that was the option given to the criminal, and they said that if you will say a correct statement, will hang you till death, and if you say a wrong statement or false statement, then will shot you dead. Either of the way you have to die. So you say the statement, based on your statement, if it is a true statement, will hang you. If it is a false statement, wrong statement, will shot you dead. And they said the criminal to say the statement. So criminal said that statement, and he was left by the judge. He was released. So what criminal must have said? So my dear friend, in this actually in CRT, especially in the campus interview, we say up till here and we leave on the candidate to think what criminal must have said. But in GATE exam, they give the option. So they have given the 4 options. First option they have given, criminal must have said to judge, you have done the crime. Second option they have given, criminal must have said, you will shot me dead. Third option they have given, criminal must have said, I have done the crime. And fourth option they have given, criminal must have said, I have not done the crime. So my dear friend, anyhow, second option, that is, he must have said, you will shoot me out. Because if you say you will shoot me out, consider he said this statement. And in order to make this statement correct, what they have to do? They have to shoot him. But they can shoot him only when he says the wrong statement. So contradiction is coming. And if this statement becomes correct, then they have to hang him. Are you getting me? If they make this, if they shoot him, they have to even hang him. They cannot hang him. Already they shot him. So there was a contradiction coming. That is the reason that criminal was left free. So this is how nowadays the question they are giving, where no calculation, nothing, only your understanding. And there is one more similar question I can ask you before giving all those questions, those type of question. One more question they have given is, it's not there in GATE. Normally this is a running question. In one area, you must be knowing that in every area there is a list of people, blacklisted people in the police station. They will keep, list they will keep. Wanted people or even blacklisted people. Blacklisted people, see what happens, consider this Dhaba garden, this area, some crime happens. So if any crime happen, what the police people will do? In this area, whatever blacklisted people are there, they will catch them, they will take them to police station and they will give them full of biryani, full of everything. Because police is not God, they are also human being. So what they will do, they will just start beating them. They will beat them a lot and at the end they will ask, tell me who has done the crime. This is how they do it. So similarly, once what happened, two people A and B were caught, who were blacklisted people. They were caught by the police people. Some crime must have happened. And for interrogation, they took them, both of them, for the party to the police station. And A and B are the people, they either say true or else they say lie. Either they will say truth or else they will say lies. It can happen that both can say truth. It can happen that both can say lie. It can happen that one say truth and another say lie. Anything is possible. But the person who is saying truth, only truth. The person who is saying lie, only lie. Are you getting me? So like that people were A and B. We don't know who is true speaking people, who is lie speaking people. We don't know both are true speaking people or both are lie speaking people. We don't know that. That is not given in the question. So anyhow, like this, two people were caught, took to the police station. First what they did, they called A to the cabin. You know how their cabin will be. On the top for the fan they will keep some rods and everything. On that rope, hanging upside down. You must have seen in movies. No sir. In real life also I have seen sir. Edo gurtostundi sir. Okay, anyhow, you must have seen in movies. So they started beating him. Full they bet A. After beating, then they called B. You come now. Now your chance. Now as they called B, B started shivering in front of the police and he said, why you are beating me sir? Already A is saying that he is a liar. So B is speaking truth or lie, you have to find that. Once again, first they bet A, okay. After beating they must have asked something or anything. Then they called B. If you know ache. When they called B, before beating itself, B started shivering and he said to the police that sir, why you are trying to beat me? Already A is saying that he is a liar. So B is speaking truth or lie. ఏదో ఒకటి truth or lie. My dear friend, let me tell you, let's see what is the answer, how to derive this. Consider he is B. Okay? He always speak truth. Whenever you will ask, he will speak only truth. Or else consider he is a. Forget about B. Consider he is A. He got already beating and everything. Okay, he always speak truth. He always speak truth. If you go and ask him, you speak truth or lie, what he will say? I will speak truth. I will speak truth. Because he has to give a true statement, correct statement. He will say, I will speak truth. Consider he is a liar. He is A, he is a liar. You ask him, you speak truth or lie, what he will say? I speak truth. Because he has to give a lie statement. So he will say, I will speak truth. In none of the case, A will say that I speak lie. It means B was the liar over there. So B is speaking lie, because B said that A is saying that already that he is a liar. How can A say that he is a liar? Even if A is a truth speaking person, then also he won't say that I am a liar. Even if he is a lie speaking person, then also he won't say that I am a liar. Are you getting me? It means B is speaking lie. So this is how the question they give. Means completely the understanding, which is, these are all completely away from the calculation, your mathematical calculation. So something beyond the rules of maths. Munna work na age emo 25 years, next year na age 28 years aipotadi. How is it possible? Which date he was born? February 29th. Not possible, you can check it out. December 31st is the correct answer. He was born on December 31st. See, this statement he is giving on 1st January. This statement he is giving on 1st January of any year. Let's say 2004. Any year you can take. 1st January he is giving statement that day before yesterday. Day before yesterday ante 30th December 2003. Day before yesterday I was 25 years old. Am I right? Yesterday was my birthday. 31st December is my birthday. So yesterday I became 26 years old. Today also I will be 26 years only. This year up till 30th December up till 2004 I will be how much age? 26 years. But as 31st December will come, how much I will become? 27 years. This year 31st December I am 27 years. Next year 31st December I will be 28 years. Means he was born on 31st December and he was saying this statement on the 1st January. Not leap year, nothing. Is it clear? Yes? Next question. As you say silence, obviously the silence will disappear from that place. There won't be any silence. Don't say me that sir 5 plus 2 is equal to 3 plus 4. Plus they have given only one time. Because people call it as 5 plus 2 7 sir, 3 plus 4 7. In the middle equal to. So you are using plus 2 times. Plus should be used only one time. (25) is equal to 3 plus 4. Huh? Very good, very good. What a equation. Thank God you people are saying man. I have heard from engineers many words also. My parents have 6 sons including me and each son is having one sister. Two parents, 6 sons and one sister only. Because each son is having one sister means 6 sons, 6 sisters, it won't be there. Yeah, really, out of the box you are thinking now. సర్లే వదిలేండి ఈ క్వశ్చన్. ఆ క్వశ్చన్ మార్క్ ప్లేస్లో ఆర్, ఎస్ ఆర్ రావాలి. ఆర్ అక్కడ ఆర్ వస్తుంది. I think you have done this in chain rule. I said you that 3 cats catch 3 rats in 3 minutes. It means one cat catch 1 rat in 3 minutes. Am I right? So 100 cats can catch 100 rats in 3 minutes only. Okay, so for this, only one time. Only once you can subtract 5 from 25. ఎందుకంటే 25 నుంచి 5 తీసేస్తే అది 25 ఉండదు, మళ్ళీ 20 అయిపోతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ టైం మీరు 20 నుంచి 5 తీయాలి. సో ఓన్లీ వన్ టైం యూ కెన్ సబ్ట్రాక్ట్. ఆపరేటర్స్ మధ్యలో మీరు ఏదైనా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. యూ కెన్ యూజ్ ఎనీ ఆపరేటర్స్. యూ షుడ్ గెట్ 6 by using 3 zeros. In the middle you can use any operator, anything. Multiplication, division, addition, anything. Very good, exactly. 0 factorial plus 0 factorial plus 0 factorial. For that, whole factorial. అంటే 10 సంవత్సరం ఎట్లా అవుతుంది? స్పేస్లో ఏజ్ తగ్గదు. లయర్ ఇది లయర్. No, that is year. That is year. In the year 1990, a person was 15 years old. In the year 1995, same person is 10 years old. How is it possible? Yes, they are talking about BC. వాళ్ళు BC గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. 1990 BC. If a person is 15 years old, 1995 BC. అంటే ఇంకా ముందు. The same person will be 10 years old. So they are talking about BC, before Christ. So no doubt many of you have attended online classes as well. You remembered those days. So in those days I have given the same question over there. So don't worry, remaining people, if you don't know the answer for this, I also don't know the answer. So I am giving you substitution for this. Okay, one more question, because I don't know the answer, by mistake it came. So question for this, one more, changing the question, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, dash. What is the next number? 64. Very good. Why? Perfect squares. Very good. 0, 1, 0, 4, 0, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, dash. Now what is the number? Now also 64. 54, huh? 64 only. Am I right? Now compare these two series, you will get the answer. So digits are reversed. In the place of 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 4 as 4, 0, 0, 9 as 9, 0, 1, 6 as 6, 1, 2, 5 as 5, 2. Okay? So answer will be 46. 64 digits are reversed, 46. అంటే నంబర్స్ అక్కడ లేదు. ఐ హ్యావ్ గివెన్ ద నంబర్స్ ఇన్ ద ఫిగర్. నంబర్స్ లేదు, జస్ట్ ఆ 330 ఉంది. ఆ క్లాక్ని మనం రొటేట్ చేసినాం 90 డిగ్రీ యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్. వాట్ టైమింగ్ ఇట్ విల్ షో? నంబర్స్ అంటే క్లాక్లో నంబర్స్ రాయలేదు, నంబర్స్ లేదు. నంబర్స్ ఉంటే వీ కెన్ సే ఇట్ విల్ బి రిమైనింగ్ సేమ్. వాట్ టైమింగ్ ఇట్ విల్ షో? 90 డిగ్రీ యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్ రొటేట్ చేస్తే. Numbers are not given over there. 3 will go on the 12 place. Numbers leave. It will show you 12:20. Numbers leave. 90 degree anti-clockwise turn chesna. ఆ 3 ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది? పైన వచ్చింది అంతే. అది 12 అయిపోయింది ఇప్పుడు. ఇట్ విల్ షో యూ 12:20. am I right? Eleven minutes is the correct answer. అంటే కటింగ్ మీరు 11 చేస్తారు కదా, 12తో ఆల్రెడీ అది రెడీ అయిపోతుంది. సో ఫర్ మేకింగ్ 12 ఈక్వల్ పీసెస్ నో నీడ్ టు డూ 12 cuts. You have to give only 11 cuts. Are you getting me? So 11 minutes is the correct answer. Is it clear? B is the correct answer. B is beneficial for you. Let us understand why. It's not like that. Always you will be wrong. He is fixed in his mind. Neenaithe wrong. So why? I'll tell you the reason. See, they are saying that you will be paid 2,000 per annum. Okay, the salary will be paid 1,000 per 6 months. Ante every month వాళ్ళు జీతం ఇయ్యరు, 6 months జీతం ఇస్తారు. 1,000 every 6 months they will be paying. The increment in your salary depends on your performance. You got two option of increment, A and B. Which one you would select and why? Okay, so first one case, consider 1 year మొత్తం మంచిగా పర్ఫామ్ చేశాను. Okay, so 2,000 ప్లస్ ఎక్స్ట్రా 300 రూపీస్ వస్తుంది బికాస్ 1 year మంచిగా పర్ఫామ్ చేస్తే. సో 1 year ఎండింగ్లో 2,300 వస్తుంది ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్. ఓకే, బాగుంటే నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ ఏమవుతుంది అంటే 2,300లో ఇంకా 300 పెరుగుతుంది. సో నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ మన శాలరీ 2,600 ఫర్ ద సెకండ్ ఇయర్. am I right? థర్డ్ ఇయర్ it will become 2,900 and so on. This is how it happens according to option A. Now let us go for option B. Option B, what happens? They are saying 100 rupees increment per half year. So first 6 months మీరు మంచిగా పర్ఫామ్ చేశారు అంటే 1,000 రూపీస్ ఇస్తారు జీతం, ఇంకా 100 రూపాయలు ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ 6 monthsలో మీకు 1,100 వస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ 6 months ఇంకా పర్ఫామ్ చేశారు, సో 1,100 ఆల్రెడీ ఇస్తున్నారు, ఇంకా 100 రూపాయలు పెరుగుతుంది అంటే మీకు ఎంత వస్తుంది? 1,200. అంటే రెండు కలిపి 1 year ఎండింగ్లో మీకు టోటల్ 2,300. సేమ్, నో వరీస్ ఫర్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఎండింగ్. సెకండ్ ఇయర్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్? హియర్ యూ విల్ బి గెటింగ్ 1,300, ఆల్రెడీ 1,200 and extra 100 rupees increment, and here 1,400 means you will be getting how much? 2,700. Here you are getting only 2,600. Here you are getting 2,700. And here what will happen in the third year? Here this will become 1500 plus 1600 means you will be getting 3100. Third year ending, there you are getting only 2900, here 3100. So option B is beneficial for you. Okay, it is somewhat like your compound interest. So anyhow, this is silly question. Don't worry, I am saying you the answer. The bus is going from A to B. ఎందుకంటే ప్యాసింజర్ ఎక్కడానికి అక్కడ డోర్ ఇలేదు, ఈ సైడ్ అవతల సైడ్ ఉంటుంది. ఆర్టీసీ బస్ కాబట్టి డ్రైవర్ కూడా అటు నుంచి ఎక్కుతారు. దాని ఆన్సర్ అదే ఆన్సర్. బస్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ఏ టు బి. డోర్ ఇక్కడ లేదు కదా, అవతల సైడ్ డోర్ ఉంటుంది. The window is painted, not opposite side. Opposite side paint chesina, ee side emo full area blank untadi, but they are same side they are talking about, not the opposite side. లోపల నుంచే చూసి చెప్తున్నారు. హాఫ్ ఏరియా పెయింట్ చేసిన. Very good, exactly. My dear friend, paint will be done like this, diagonally. If you paint like this area is painted, half area is painted. So unpainted portion is 4 feet height and 4 feet width. Or else, you can even paint like this. You can even paint like this, half area is painted. The unpainted portion is 4 feet height and 4 feet width, either of the way. Again, this is mathematics, so I am saying the answer, leave it. Okay? Two minutes. I said you in problems on trains, when a train is crossing a tunnel platform, train length plus platform length. Okay, so total it will take 2 minutes, not 1 minute. Anyhow, again this is mathematical, so I am leaving this. Some of this, sir. बोलिए पूछिए अड़गंడి. దీంట్లో ఆన్సర్ లేదు. Difference of their square is a cube and difference of their cube is a square. అంటే 10 square minus 6 square. అంటే 100 minus 64 ఎంత వస్తుంది? 36. Sorry, 100 minus 36 is 64. 64 is actually 4 cube. Difference of their square is a cube. Difference of their cube, ante 10 cube is 1000. 6 cube emo 216. 1216 difference enta? 7? 784, 784. 784 is square for which number? 28, I think. 28 square is 784. Check it out, 28 square. So the difference of their square is a cube and difference of their cube is a square. 28, yes, 28. Yes, correct. 400 is the correct answer. ఎందుకంటే 425 పైసే కాయిన్ అంటే మొత్తం ఎంత అమౌంట్ అవుతుంది? 100 రూపాయలు. 450 పైసే కాయిన్ అంటే ఎంత అవుతుంది? 200 రూపీస్. ఇప్పుడు వరకు 300 అయింది. 400 1 రూపీ అంటే 400. సో టోటల్ 700 we got. So each coin is of 400. Okay, anyhow, I'll send all these questions to you, don't worry. These all questions and the answers also I'll send it. Tell me the answer for this. Seventh day. 11th day, exactly. అంటే ఎవ్రీ డే డబల్ అవుతుంది బ్యాక్టీరియా. సో 11th డే హాఫ్ ఫిల్ అవుతే నెక్స్ట్ డే 12th డే డబల్ అయిపోతుంది. సో దే ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఆన్ విచ్ డే కంటైనర్ వాజ్ హాఫ్ ఫిల్డ్? 11th డే. డెఫినెట్లీ 12th డే ఫుల్ అయిపోతుంది డబల్ అయి. 11 is the correct answer. This is the last one. దీంట్లో out of A, B, C, only one person speaks the truth. Remaining two speak lies. Okay? And you have to find who is speaking the truth and who has done the crime. See, this is, you can place it and you can go like this. Let's say that A is speaking truth and these two are liars. Let's say like that. So A is speaking truth, I didn't do it. Ante papam A em cheyaledu. Okay. Now B is saying C did it. Ante idi lie statement. Ante C did not do this. This is a lie statement, means C has not done this. C is saying B is lying. So B is lying. C is saying B is lying. So anyhow, already we got that A is lying. Already we know that B is lying. It's a lie statement. Okay. So no one did the crime. Atlaite no one did the crime. So we cannot find who has done the crime. Are you getting me? So this cannot be the arrangement. Okay. Now let us make that A is speaking lie, B is speaking truth and C is speaking lie. Okay. A is speaking lie, I didn't do it. Ante crime ever chesaru? A has done the crime. Okay. B is saying C did it. This is a true statement. Ante crime ever chesaru? C has also done the crime. Not possible. Only one person has done the crime. So this arrangement is not possible. Let's say A and B are saying lie and C is saying the truth. Okay. A said I didn't do it. This is a lie statement. Ante crime ever chesaru? A chesaru. Okay. B is saying C did it. This is a lie statement. Ante C cheyaledu. Okay. And C is saying B is lying. B is a liar. This is a true statement. Already it is a correct only. B is liar. Okay. So here truth speaking is C and the crime was done by A. So you have to arrange and check it out. Is it clear? Both you should be there. Even you have to find who has done the crime. Any one person has. ఏదో ప్రామిస్ చేశారు 7 వరకు ఉంటా సార్ మీకోసం సార్ అంటే నేను ఏదైనా అంటాను నేను బాయ్ కూడా అంటా మీరు ఉండాలి కదా 7 వరకు okay anyhow my dear friends hope you have enjoyed the session of aptitude any queries any doubt you have my number you have even the group telegram group or even you can ask these people also in the office okay they will connect it to you me and keep on practicing any queries any doubt any moment you can ask so thank you all have a good day goodbye all the best for your future